What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. You know what? I got to tell you, today was kind of funny because I got a poll from YouTube where, it was a survey, because they're trying, of course, to figure out ways to make YouTube better. And it was kind of a long survey and things in there asking you about, the YouTube studio, or, how you were able to promote, would you use other platforms and things like that in there. But then, it was a lot of them, and it's kind of like, okay, y'all asked too many questions. This is a lot longer than I want to do. But things like this are good to do because it helps them to develop what works and what doesn't work, and being part of them. Because let's be clear here, without YouTube, we're not reaching all of you great people, and you're not reaching me. So YouTube, I have to be really thankful for, because I think about it, a lot of the people that I'm closest to are because of YouTube. The fact that Michael and Gina are together is because of YouTube. So many people out there have done so much to help me, and I've done my best to try and help others as well because of YouTube. And I am truly, truly blessed and thankful for it, because I'd probably be crazy without it going through the pandemic. But with that, there's still craziness too. There's always some jackasses and some assholes that are out there, and people that will always want to bring you down. It's just like the world. You always have bullies out there that want to be able to make somebody else feel miserable because it makes them feel better about their lives. And that's sad, because I would rather uplift somebody than to bring somebody down. That doesn't mean that you don't make mistakes sometimes and, hurt people's feelings, not maybe intentionally, or take things too far, and you do. And tonight I kind of went off because I am so happy and grateful about this season. Guys, we haven't been to playoffs since 2018. I don't know if you guys realize that or not. 2019, no playoffs. 2020, no playoffs. 2021, we're in the playoffs right now. Right now. Sunday, we're playing at home against the 49ers. We are one of 14 teams that have the right to be those two teams that are in the Super Bowl. We have doubled the wins we had last year. Our quarterback has led us to a number one ranking. And it's not because Zeke Elliott has rushed for 1,600 yards or 1,800 yards like DeMarco Murray did. Number one scoring offense, number one in yardage. We got 12 wins. Twice what we had last year. Remembering what it was like watching Ben DiNucci, watching Andy Dalton, and Garrett Gilbert, it would seem to me that people would have an appreciation for what Dak Prescott is doing with this team. We weren't the number one scoring offense without Dak Prescott last year. We weren't. We weren't a playoff team without Dak Prescott last year. We weren't. We are now, but then you get people that go through it. Man, Dak sucks, trade him. I'm hoping that those are just trolls trying to get underneath my skin. Because that makes no sense whatsoever. Do you know how many teams would bend over backwards to get Dak Prescott? Do you guys who say trade Dak, do you ever watch any other football? Do you ever watch any other teams? Do you watch Matthew Stafford and his pick sixes? Do you ever watch Pat Mahomes actually sometimes throw the ball on the ground, missing receivers and throw interceptions? Do you realize that Dak Prescott had a better season than Pat Mahomes? Do you realize that the Dallas Cowboys scored more points than Aaron Rodgers' team by 5 points more per game? And those, we should get Russell Wilson next year. Did you see Russell Wilson this year and know that Russell Wilson is sitting at home with the rest of the Seattle Seahawks? And you didn't give shit to get Dak Prescott. A 4th round draft pick. That's not good enough for you guys. And it just literally, it was just like you drank too much. You know, you had one of those nights where you drank too much. You feel woozy. You feel sick. You're hurting. And you get to the porcelain god and it's just like, you know, it's almost like one of those movies where it's just like, it's like a fire hose. You just, and it just doesn't end. But then you feel better once it's out. You feel a little bit better. Well, no, you probably actually passed out on the floor. And you're hugging the toilet because you're afraid it's going to come back around again. But you know what I mean. That's the way I went off tonight. And I apologize to people for doing that. Because I'm excited that we in the playoffs, guys. We're playing at home. Where we could have 100,000 fans there watching and cheering our team on. We have a defense for the first time. We got 3 all-pro players in Zach Martin, Micah Parsons, Diggs. We have a team that's actually healthy. We have great coordinators that people want. We got Jerry Jones, who's had a slice of humble pie. And yet, we still have people 2 days before the game that are whining, bitching, and moaning. You know what? If the Cowboys lose to San Francisco, by all means on Monday, go in and tell me that the Cowboys suck. Mike McCarthy needs to be fired. Dak Prescott stinks, stinking dunk, whatever. If we lose. But why waste all this time and energy on what might happen? And why, for God's sake, do you put out in the universe negativity? You gotta act, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, have faith and pandemonium, you know what I'm saying? I don't get some of y'all. Some of y'all I just don't get. But hey, what do I know? I'm a guy with a day job and a voodoo doll. And I've been blessed to have another day. Tomorrow starts the playoffs. We'll be live streaming all the games. That means Sunday's going to be a long day. A long day. 3 games. I just pray that the Cowboys come away victorious. Well, that's all I got to say about that, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get my buttocks out of here. God willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And finally, there's only a little bit of ice left here. Only a little bit of snow left. But they're calling for more on Sunday. So the weather will be bad here. I'll see you guys soon.